So would you recommend? Would you recommend if I had a? What would you recommend if your child went to a military?
I actually would not. I would be less than enthusiastic if either of my kids showed an interest in going in the service. When I went in, there was no wars happening. From 1985, 1975 to 1990, there was really nothing going on that the United States was involved in. And then we had the first Desert Storm, that was 1990. Given how many different conflicts we're involved in around the world, I would be less than enthusiastic about either of my kids showing a desire to go into the service. That said, Brandon did, when he was a sophomore or junior in high school, show interest that he wanted to go to Annapolis, the Naval Academy, which is the toughest school in the country to get into, tougher than Harvard. If one of my kids were smart enough and had the grades to get to a military academy, that I would endorse fully. That's a different animal. That is a top flight education for free. That said, my kids have options in life that I did not. My parents were not very well off. College was not going to be an option for me on a number of levels, and I just, it was a different time, a different era, and my kids are far more fortunate in life in that we have the ability to send them to college, where my folks did not. And I've got a senior at Wentworth right now, and hopefully if Jared picks his pace up, if he picks his pace up, he's a smart kid. He just hasn't applied himself at school very well. So I'm hopeful he wants to be an engineer like his brother. And I've never seen an unemployed engineer.
Do you have anything else you would like to say?
That I'd like to say? That was a long, long time ago. I can frame it. When I was in, I couldn't say much good about the service. Once I was out, I couldn't say much bad about it. It did what I needed it to do for me. It really, it gave me structure. It taught me discipline. It taught me some life skills that have served me well to this day. So it was good for me. I needed it at the time. Would I ever consider, I'm too old now, but would I ever consider going back in? No. I did my time. And I did it, again, not for patriotic reasons, but more for financial reasons. I mean, a guaranteed job, and let's face it, you don't have to make any decisions for 4 years. All those life decisions are made for you. Where are you going to live? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do for work? All those decisions are made for you for 4 years. So it has its place. It's just more dangerous today with all the conflicts going on, that we've spread our forces around the world thinly. So it's you could still pick places like, let's face it, you're not getting shot at in the Air Force unless you're a pilot, essentially. And so I mean, if you pick the branch and you pick what you want to do for work wisely, the chances of ending up dead is probably very, very low. But I've done my time, and I really hope that neither of my children decide to embrace or embark in military service.
Thank you for doing the interview with us. And would you like to say anything else?
Yeah, how much did you say this was? I was getting paid?
Fine, how much was it?
Nothing.
We're all good, right?
Yeah.